Very often, what I hear from companies is that I don't need to back up my Git. Like, yes, we are working with a software. We are either a software development company. We have software product. We have software component in our product if you are working, let's say, in electronics. Or we are a financial institution that uses software to their day-to-day operations. You have some software or software development or software maintenance team. But later on, somebody says, I don't need to back up my Git. Why is that? Because my repositories are decentralized. There are repositories there's a copy of repositories on the laptop of every of my developer. I've never lost actually any data. So what is the risk of me losing the data? Or, from time to time, my developers, when they have free time, they are tasked with running a copy using a script. This is something that one of the customers actually told me that, for the time being, my developers have the task that if they have some free time, they are supposed to run a backup with a script. I asked him, okay, so how often your developers have free time? He wasn't able to answer me this question. And with the scripts, there's also a tricky part, because even if you say that, okay, I'm backing up my repos with my own script, I'm using git clone to copy it, you can do it, but you don't really want to. There was a study made on the script backups done of GitHub specifically, and the results showed us that the copy was on average 6 months old, meaning that if you would have outage today or ransomware attack today, last 6 months of your work would be probably gone if you rely on scripts. And you can convince me that you're not this type of person and you are doing your backups with scripts weekly. But even if you're really doing it, and I'm happy to challenge you on this, there is still a chance that week worth of your developers team work and effort is gone. And the question is, how much week worth of development in your company costs? Does it cost $1,000, $2,000? I think with current salaries in the IT industry, it can be much more. And obviously, the Git copy that you are doing with a script, it consists of the source code typically, but it doesn't cover all of the metadata, all the issues, all the pull requests, all the projects, all wikis, all deployment keys. Many of those copies don't even include LFS, not to mention things like settings of your repositories. In GitHub, we have things like branch protection rules, automations, dependable settings, which are quite important. They're a huge chunk of your work. If I would ask one of you today to recreate your GitHub Actions configuration from scratch, you wouldn't be a happy person. Yet your backups typically don't cover this part. The second thing, people are saying, hey, I'm keeping my repos on my developers' computers. Yes, you are, but not all of them, probably not always the latest version. And how long would it take you to reach out to everybody, gather all the copies from them, compare them, and end up with a version that you're confident in is that the latest version? Would it take you a day, 2 days, maybe more? What if somebody's on holidays? What if we have holiday season? Lots of attacks actually happens during the holiday season, during the Easter, during the Christmas. So what are you going to do then? And at the end of the day, running backup with a script or gathering the data manually from developers' computers is a manual effort that costs you extra time, that costs you extra effort, and it's not productive time, because this is probably something that can be automated in your company.